The Lagina brothers are not one to back down in what they do, and it looks like their hard work has finally paid off. The research team seems to have hit the location of the Oak Island treasure. Could this be the most awaited treasure? Well, we are about to find out. Stay tuned as we reveal what seems to be a breakthrough for the Lagina brothers. As the Lagina brothers continued their search for buried treasures on Oak Island, they came up to something interesting in the marsh, which is formed like a triangle. They find a building that was created by humans. They uncover a stone walkway and a big boulder, both of which may have been there since the late 1600s or just before the early 1700s. While this is going on, the team is making progress in their garden shaft area. They are about to reach the top of a tunnel that could be 7 feet high and could contain rich metals. An expert in leather, Joel Andre, believes that an old shoe discovered in the swamp is a gentleman's boot. This discovery may provide additional information about the history of the island as well as the individuals who were responsible for the claimed treasures. As part of their investigation, the team also looks into Chris Morford's hypothesis that the medieval order of the Knights Templar and their descendants, the Freemasons, may have concealed valuable objects on Oak Island. Additionally, they start measuring and calculating in the alignments of drilled stones in relation to Nolan's Cross and the Money Pit. As they continue to face potential threats and unexpected obstacles, the team is nevertheless eager to learn more about the mysteries that lie within the island. In the triangle-shaped swamp on Oak Island, the crew found what appears to be a building that was created by humans. A stone pathway that led to a big boulder was excavated by them. This boulder was similar to the 5-cone shack boulders that were discovered in 1981 because the rocks did not appear to have originated from the beach but rather from an excavation. The team was left perplexed by this discovery. They had high hopes that Drive-In Spooner, a geoscientist, would be able to locate the time when their feature was constructed and shed light on its purpose. The finding revealed by the team contributed to the mystery that had been going on for 229 years. Rick demonstrated his faith in the man-made structure by pointing out that there were various rocks arranged in a line. They were thought to have originated from a deep dig that had been carried out with the intention of concealing something of great worth. During the time that the main crew is laboring to create a deeper garden shaft in the Money Pit region, two members of the team, Rick and Gary, discover what appears to be an ancient shoe in the southeast corner of the swamp. When the shoe is brought to Joseph Landry at Dawson Print Shop for investigation, Oakland historians Scott Burrow and Doug Crome bring it with them. It is a gentleman's boot made of vegetable tan leather, according to Landry, which indicates that it was created sometime between their late 1600s and the early 1700s. The team is making progress in the garden and they are getting closer to the top of a tunnel that is approximately 7 feet high and could contain precious metals. Based on water samples that they have taken, recent discoveries of a leather boot that may have been made prior to the discovery of the Money Pit have been analyzed by specialists. The boot, according to Joel Andre, an expert in leather, is estimated to be hundreds of years old, and due to the excellent craftsmanship, it is more likely to have been worn by an officer than by a crew member. Since the stitching originated in France, it is possible that a number of European powers may be considered potential culprits. Metals that were found in the tunnel region may be discovered as a result of the results, which may also help narrow down the identities of people who developed the stone road. Rick and Marty Lear, on the other hand, are excited to lend a hand in the excavation work that is being done to enlarge the garden shaft and possibly discover the tunnel that was originally there. As the prospect of a discovery looms, thoughts of their family history and the extensive mining tradition that has been passed down through their family come to mind. As the hunt continued, personnel from Duma Contracting Limited continued to excavate the Money Pit region with heavy gear. They were investigating the prospect of discovering a tunnel that was thought to house ancient valuables. As a 32nd degree Freemason and author, Chris Morford presents his theory that the medieval order of the Knights Templar and their descendants, the Freemasons, may have concealed valuable items on Oak Island, including the Holy Grail, and may have used the alignment of Nolan's Cross to guide them to the location of the treasure. Morford's theory is presented in the context of Oak Island as they are continuing their quest. The team is excited to investigate this possibility in greater depth. Next, Chris Morford proposes the hypothesis that the Knights Templar, who were famous for their role during The Crusades, which took place between the 12th and 14th centuries, may have concealed their holy treasures on Oak Island. These riches include the Holy Grail and the golden miner of King Solomon. There is a possibility that the treasures can be found by locating Nolan's Cross. According to Morford, the drilled stones that were discovered on Lot 15 in the Nolan property, as well as the drilled stone that was discovered in the Money Pit region in 1895, are examples of the drilled stones that he believes were used by the Templars or their descendants to mark the trail that went to the Money Pit by measuring and projecting the position of the Money Pit based on the line that was established by Nolan's Cross and the drilled stones. The team intends to delve deeper into the investigation and put the idea to the test. Research conducted by Chris Marod adds to the mystery that has been around Oak Island for a long time, giving the team reason to believe that they are coming closer to discovering the secrets that lie within there. Island. Chris then argues that connecting the drilled stones from Cone B to Con of Nolan's Cross and to the Money Pit area could potentially indicate the location of their treasure that has been hidden. The group, enthused by the prospect of this potential, immediately begins to measure and compute the alignment between the cones and the Money Pit space. It is rather impressive that the team has made such observations and measurements, as they have discovered that a drilled stone on Lot 15 is precisely midway between Kins and the Money Pit. They come to the realization that the garden shaft tunnel might be situated close to the point when the stone alignment becomes complete to the north of the recently discovered stone walkway or ramp. The team is keen to continue their exploration despite the fact that there are some inaccuracies. Their primary focus will be on extending the garden shaft and hunting for man-made buildings as well as hidden valuables, a massive dray stump and suspected indications of ancient human activity were found by the crew the day before, and they have decided to conduct an investigation near the middle of the triangle-shaped marsh where they found the stump. Due to the fact that trees are unable to grow in lakes and other bodies of water, the discovery of the stump and their surrounding context provide evidence that the swamp was at least partially created by humans. In addition, the group states that the swamp was originally a forest that was purposefully flooded, as stated by Drivey and Spoon, and the evidence that has been gathered in order to create the 9 wooden platforms that were mentioned. They assume that the trees might have been cut down. Drive Spooner's expertise is necessary in order to discover the answer to the most important question, which is when exactly this event took place. As they continue their excavation operation in the swamp, the team anticipates discovering additional answers in the vicinity of their Money Pit. Rick CLA and his members have at long last arrived at a wooden tunnel that is 95 feet deep. Rick, Marty, Lan, and the rest of their crew are excited by the discovery, which has been a protracted and frustrating process. They feel that it may lead to the discovery of hidden wealth that is hundreds of years old. Following the discovery of wood buildings in that area, the team intends to extend the shaft in order to conduct additional exploration in light of the fact that round timbers are present, which is thought to be a possible indicator of an older building. The team's thoughts immediately went back to the initial Money Pit. They're eager to learn more about the tunnel's portrayal and destination, and they suspect that they might be just a few feet above the original work that could lead to a treasure of some variety. As they get closer to the end of a secret tunnel in the garden shaft, the team gets ready for a find that could happen to be historic. At stake is the chance of discovering answers that have the potential to alter the course of history. However, they must also be ready for the forces that have prevented Oakland's secrets from being revealed for hundreds of years. These forces are unknown, unexpected and cruel. While the team is diligently working, unexpected indicators of danger appear, which indicate that the day on the island may be fraught with peril. An additional amount of information on a sample that was found, which may have originated from southeast France, and the anticipated arrival of a hurricane is going to be disclosed in their subsequent episode. Both Rick and Marty Lowe were present at the garden shaft, which was a location that was bustling with activity and expectation. The exploratory efforts of their brothers are put in jeopardy when they are confronted with a formidable obstacle and an unexpected stream of water. What in the name of all that is holy is going on here? Absolutely insane. The unpredictable character of Oak Island's subsurface landscape is brought into sharp relief by this new discovery. For the purpose of discussing their approach, the team gets together, and Rick adds that As we are all aware, water has always been their issue. Not only is the intrusion of water into the garden shaft a physical challenge, but it is much more than that, a symbolic picture of the unrelenting difficulties that have beset searchers for millennia. It is a portrayal of such difficulties. The Lagina brothers and their crew are resolute in their determination to not allow this obstruction to derail a mission, and they are contemplating the utilization of a fresh option which is fast-setting urethane. The team's willingness to adapt and their use of contemporary methods in their search are highlighted by this novel solution that aims to confine and stop the water. There is a sense of determination combined with excitement as they get ready to proceed with their descent into the depths of the garden shaft. Prepared to face whatever secrets the shaft may hold, they are dressed in their gear and ready to go with a touch of friendship and resolve. This portion of their journey sets the tone for the rest of the adventure, which is a mixture of historical problems and modern-day problem-solving. The audience can't help but feel like they are a part of this adrenaline-pumping and unpredictable adventure as the crew sits on the brink of discovery. The drilling operation and tunnel discovery section is the second section. The Lagina brothers direct the Oak Island team as they travel down the road to the garden shaft in the second exciting portion of the story. As they proceeded deeper into the garden shaft, the group of Lagina brothers led by the went deeper until they approached the mysterious tunnel which is thought to have been constructed in the 17th century. The adrenaline level ses until they reach an amazing depth of 87 feet. The group is having a conversation about the following journey at precisely the same time that they are standing on the edge of this underground frontier. They plan to send out a probe drilling instrument as a demonstration of their forward-thinking approach to uncovering the mysteries that this island holds. The way that this tunnel travels from east to west in the direction of the so-called baby blob is described by Marty, which helps to generate a vivid vision of the underground world that they are about to discover. There are a number of really exciting possibilities that can be found in the baby blob, which is an area that is well known for the huge quantities of precious metals that it provides. It is now the logistical and operational specifics of their mission that are the subject of discussion among the crew members. As a result of its characteristics, the probe drilling device can be utilized for a variety of purposes beyond simply descending into the tube. In particular, it is about analyzing its connections, the probable contents and the significance of everything in terms of its historical place. Just as they are getting set to drill into the unknown at this precise moment, the atmosphere is infused with a sense of adventure. Every inch that they drill brings them one step closer to the potential treasures and answers that have been hidden for years. They are coming closer and closer to reaching their goal. The fact that it is so extraordinary in this specific segment of the program, the spirit of discovery that was the Ono Island, is really well represented. A region that is rife with historical secrets, technological advancements that are at the bleeding edge, and an unwavering commitment to discovering answers as the crew sits on the brink of potentially groundbreaking findings. A shroud of mystery that has surrounded the island for many centuries is about to be lifted at this very moment. After a period of time had passed, there was a debate in the war room as well as an investigation into the water. We have the presence of hydrogeologist Drive Fred Michael, geoscientists Drive Ian Spooner, Drive Matt Lyman and Drive Rick Marty and Drive Rick, and they are joined by Craig Test Rick and Marty. Drive Rick is also there to discuss the most recent findings from the water testing that was conducted in the Money Pit area. They have gathered together for the purpose of reviewing the data, an endeavor that has the potential to discover significant clues regarding the mysteries that are